I don't know if I'm the only person that does this, but I am getting ready for a YouTube video and I'm playing myself just to get me in the mood of talking to camera. Something I haven't done for a while, and yeah. Come on.
We're off to ride a cage. We're off to ride
I'm still trying to just see if I actually know where the record button is, because it's been a while since I've used this camera. I'm having a bit of a fun day today. I'm trying on Disney clothes because we're going in 4 weeks today. So, well, actually it's Saturday today, so we're going 4 weeks tomorrow. We'll be heading to Manchester Airport. So yeah, I'm having a bit of a try on. These are my NASA shoes. Vans did a collaboration with NASA and they brought out NASA shoes. I haven't at all been YouTubing recently. As you can see, I'm watching Disney Tim Tracker videos. I absolutely have not been YouTubing at all, and I think it's because I had so many things planned for my YouTube channel, and it just, like, we were gonna go paddleboarding and that just didn't work out because of the weather. So then that was that week I didn't have anything uploaded, and then the week after that I planned to do something with someone that I haven't seen for a very long time, and she had her own personal problems, so then didn't come. So again, that was 2 weeks in a row, and then I just thought, right, okay, well, I don't quite know what I'm doing now, so I'm just going to enjoy my weekends. Okay, we've just gone for the home page, but I might just kind of... yeah, we'll go there because it'll block it. I wasn't going to upload anything until we got back from Florida, actually, so a bit of an update. Last YouTube video I uploaded, as I said, was probably about 3 weeks ago, and the one that I was just watching then, that was my movies vlog, which I think I've completely got this wrong. My Disney tag that I uploaded, I said in it that the 8 weeks to Disney. Well, today there's 4 weeks to Disney, and this has gone really quickly. So we've got 4 weeks tomorrow. Yeah, 4 weeks tomorrow we'll be headed down to Manchester Airport with my mum and sister and my boyfriend, and we'll be having a night in the Radisson Blu Airport Hotel in Manchester before heading to Orlando, Florida, Walt Disney World for 2 weeks, something that I've mentioned ever since I started YouTube. But it's really coming round, so I've just spent all morning, it's Saturday now, so I've just spent all morning trying on all my clothes and taking pictures. I don't know if anyone's weird and does that as well, but that's what I've been doing. But I've kind of got into it this year, and I've kind of spent a bit of money on myself, something again that I never do. And I was saying to Leon last night, where has all my money gone? And it's because I now buy myself things. So my savings is pretty bad, but I've started to feel quite good about myself confidence wise, and I've kind of put myself first recently, so that's nice. Those of you that know me, I don't hide the fact that I'm gay. I'm in a relationship with my boyfriend Leon, who we've been together 6 years next week. It's felt longer than that. And everyone has their own story, and this isn't going to be a long story, but something happened at work this week that made me want to just get a few things off my chest as a gay person in the UK, because obviously everyone has different experiences, but this experience was, well, I just go through certain situations where in the moment I think, oh, that obviously didn't mean anything, but then I then speak to my colleagues and they're like, why did you not say anything to that person? As a disclaimer, because I edit quite a lot, I kind of wanted to just edit this the minimalist amount, if that's even a word, because I honestly feel like I'm turning into my mother. We always make jokes that she almost can't get sentences out, and she says the most random stuff, and if you think of a word, you'll think about it so much that you'll say the wrong version of it. So I went for a walk with her last week, Bank Holiday Monday, and I said, oh, we was in a forest and we were kind of like sculpture hunting, and I was like, oh mum, there's a sculpture up that hill, go up there. I wasn't like, I couldn't because I was walking Alfie and I didn't want to get hurt. And I was like, walk through those nettles and just get to the sculpture. And then she turned around and she was like, I'm not going up. This is my voice that I do for my mum, because yeah, I just think it just represents her as a person. I'm not going up there. I don't want to get sting. No, she said, I was in hysterics. She said sting instead of stung. And that is my life now. Like, at work this week, someone came in and was like, I was like, was everything okay? And she was like, yeah. By the way, I'm a carpet estimator, which is probably the most manliest job I've ever had in my life. I've never actually told you guys this. I used to work in Pandora, which was stereotypically a very female-driven job. And that was very me. And then I got an opportunity to work at this place with higher management and more prospects. So I thought, I'm going to do it. And it's just men there. But not that kind. And God, I hope they don't watch this. There's 2 women as well, but again, if they watch this, they know they're manly. And a customer came in and I was like, was everything okay? Because she came to pay. She was like, yeah, but now I've got my carpets done in my lounge, I kind of want them done everywhere. And this was my classic mum moment. I said to her, oh yeah, you know, you just want to scratch that itch, don't you? And then I was like, oh my God, that was wrong. I was like, I mean, you need to itch that scratch. And then she kind of looked at me, and then I went, oh my God, that's even worse. So yeah, you have to pay. And I just said it the wrong way, so I feel like I'm turning into my mum. So do you know what? You are gonna see from now on me, and if I make mistakes, and if I say words, or if there's like a 20-second pause, if you are here for me, you will wait for that 20-second pause. Like, I constantly, Leon laughs at it, and I honestly think it's hereditary. I think I'm going to be like my mum. Anyway, so going back to the whole vlog, which is titled My Big Gay Story, and it happened this week. So a guy came in and I was helping him, and he was really rude, and he was with his wife. And you don't really come up to the warehouse because it's a warehouse, not a showroom. We come out to your house. I feel like I'm at work now. We come out to your house for a free quote, and we'll size up there and give you a price there. There's no need to come to the warehouse, young man. And he wasn't young, he was about 60. And I was helping him, and he didn't really give me much back. And then he was kind of, he paused, and then he was like, what's your name? And I was like, James? Me? James? And then he said, yes, I can tell you're not a Gary or a Steve. And I was just like, oh yes. And I went back in the office and I told my colleague, Fiona, and she was like, are you kidding? And I told Paul, Leon's granddad, it's his business. And he got really angry, thinking I've just put up with that. And there's little comments like that through my life that I think people think that, you know, oh, it's 2019, it's things have changed. Some things have changed, but some things haven't. And there's a lot that still goes on that I still deal with, in all honesty. And because I've put myself in the situation of working in such a stereotypical manly job, I don't think I should have yeah, okay, I should have expected things like this, but why should I expect things like this? Like, it's just wrong. So that's kind of where I'm going with this. So I'm gonna just take you back, way back to probably, I probably found out I was gay probably about the age of 8 or 9, because I had a best friend down in Great Yarmouth, and I decided that I really, really wanted to be his best friend, if you know what I mean. But obviously at that age you don't understand what it is, but I really preferred to be his friend than this other friend who was a girl. And then I moved schools, and then I decided that I was gay, and I kind of understood what it was. And there was so many people in school. I like trusted my best friend with this news, and she then told everybody. So she just outed me in school, and I don't speak to her anymore at all. Hang on, my leg's shaking. I don't speak to her anymore. Surprise, surprise. I don't even see her. There's quite a lot of people I don't see from school. But yeah, she outed me in school, and then everybody, because I was a minority, everybody just decided to kind of attack me, which was great. So I remember walking down a corridor, and Alan Carr actually made a joke about this, but this was genuinely my life. This guy, who I haven't seen since, and he wasn't, it's never the attractive ones, taking it from Alan Carr's skit of what he did. I used to get, oh, watch your backs, it's James Farrow. And it wouldn't have bothered me if, like, it was the hot ones, but it was never the hot ones. So I'm kind of like, well, you don't have to, like, I was just going to leap on him, because I'm that kind of, that way out. People just think as soon as you're gay, as soon as you decide and realise that you're gay, every straight guy seems to think that they are, here we go, I can't think of the word, you might as well just call me Julie Farrow. They are in kind of, they're in trouble. They're in your radar of gayness, that they are in trouble, and you're just gonna leap on them and kiss them. Which it couldn't be further from the truth, because they were all mingers. That was my school experience. Alfie's now gonna come up. You gonna see his head? Well, hello. What brings you to these parts? You can tell that I'm telling a story, hey? You can tell. Oh, thank you. This is very cute. But you are cutting off my circulation. Did you hear Daddy's story and you wanted to come and comfort him? Did you? What are you doing? This is now weird. Oh, he's just stood on me. Wow, I've lost track here. Massively lost track. But yeah, so that was my school experience. And then I remember holding hands with my boyfriend Leon in public in a place called Ulverston, which is a little bit of a posher area. And we would just get stared at like we were Hitler, who's risen from the dead. People would just be like, what? This is my favourite story of how my mum found out. I'll paint you a little picture. She was dyeing my hair and putting bleach highlights in my hair. And bear in mind, the secret was still inside. I was still very much in that closet. She then, whilst doing my highlights, said, James, I won't do the voice because at this point I didn't think she was like that. James, I know. And my heart sank because I thought, yeah, this is it. This is it. This is the moment. I was like, you know what? Alfie just farted. That really kind of ruins the whole ambience and the atmosphere that I'm really trying to create here. And she was like, I know. I've seen the messages. And at that moment, I was like, what messages? And yeah, she'd seen like messages that I'd messaged to people that I fancied. Not all at the same time, there was also different people. But back in those days, you had MSN. You didn't have Facebook chat, so it'd be a little bit more difficult, and you'd all share one computer to talk to and talk on, and that dial-up connection where you wouldn't be able to use your phone, and it was a lot harder to hide things. So that's how she found out. So I remember being at Pandora and I was serving a lady. "Hi, would you like some help?" And she was like, "If you continue speaking like that, my son, you're gonna get battered." And I was like, "Oh, what do you mean?" And so she was homophobic there as well. And then also there was this moment in Pandora when I was downstairs and we were about to lock up the shop, and there was me, this other guy who was instantly gay as well, and if that's the right word, again, I'm not going to edit that, and two other girls. This guy with one tooth just kind of swung in, and you can tell he was drunk, which doesn't excuse anything, and he was like, "Are them two puffs in here again?" whilst looking directly at me. So there was only two gay people that worked there, including me, so obviously I was one of those puffs. So I didn't hear what he said, so I kind of skipped over to him because I genuinely didn't understand what he said. So I kind of skipped over to him. I was like, "Pardon?" And then he just said, "Are you two puffs in again?" Again looking directly at me, but there was something going on in the background, and I think it may have been because of his one tooth. I couldn't really get the words that he was saying to me. It wasn't coming to me. So I kind of, instead of saying "pardon" again, because I thought he might throw his last remaining tooth at me, I kind of said "yes," and then kind of pranced back off. And everyone in the shop who I worked with kind of laughed, and I was like, what did he say? And then they said that he asked if those two puffs were working again, and I was like, oh. And I was thinking I'd have probably reacted completely differently. I'd have probably been a little bit harder on him, because I really don't like it when people feel like they can speak to people like that. But it's just, I'm kind of glad I didn't hear him, because I probably gave the right response and then just kind of pranced off. But it's little comments where people think that it's okay and it's not, and these kind of things that have kind of irritated me this week and kind of made me want to do this video. Anyway, I kind of had to just get that off my chest, that there's so many things that happen with the whole gay thing, and sometimes it bothers me. It bothers me that there are people like that still out there. I'm probably going to take Alfie out because he looks so bored now that I've just kind of waffled on. If you have watched this video, thank you very much. I kind of just wanted to sit down and not have any Netflix recommendations today. I kind of didn't want to come straight back with that. I kind of just wanted to have a chat with you guys and have a bit of an update that way. So yeah, probably I'm gonna upload maybe one more vlog, and it's gonna be, there's something called the Lantern Festival, which is in a town like across here, which I will be filming. That's in about 2 weeks time, and then we're off to Florida. So there's probably about 2 more vlogs until November. And if all goes well, I'm gonna launch my Disney World vlog series on maybe the 1st of November, if that's a Friday. Yeah, Friday the 1st of November. If all goes well, we shall see. I'll continue to have awkward pauses and things that I can't get my words out, and if I say anything awkward, then I'll probably just keep it in, because that's me. Me and Alfie, we'll see you later.